I would have split it up if I realized it, but it's a little too late. All right, so we've already got our graph drawn. The only thing we're going to do differently, now that this is our cosecant graph for the inverse, is we're going to make this a dotted line. So if you forget, you can force it to be a dotted line. I do forget all the time and have to force it to be a dotted line. It's okay. It might even be faster to do that way. And you don't actually have to label amplitude midline, amplitude anchor. I do it so it helps me as a reference. I should have prefaced that earlier. This stuff is just for me, not for Mr. Rogers. He never said we have to do that. Only things you need to label. You need to label this Y, and you need to label this X right here, which I didn't do. There you go. All right. So now, for cosecant, we draw an asymptote down wherever the points meet the midline. So, vertical asymptote, I should say. So we go, you need a straight edge for this, apparently. And we're going to draw this a little further. There we go. That looks good. And then here, and here, and here. And they should look something like this. Again, you don't need to label these, but I like to just go ahead and put asymptote over one of them. There is one circumstance where you will need to label these, which is for cotangent and tangent, because both have asymptotes, so you need to label which is which graphs. Okay. So, now, all you do is you find the point between each asymptote. For example, it's right here. And then you sort of draw a little bit of a U. Kind of like that. Trying to make it look kind of curved. Alright. It doesn't need to be that big. Again, we're going to draw a little bit of a U. We're going to draw a little bit of a U. And we're going to draw as much of a U as we can. Alright. And that's it. These just need to be whole, and these need to be clearly broken up. And then you write almost the exact same thing as you did last time, right? So your y is equal to negative, but it's not sine, so you write the inverse of sine, which is cosecant of pi over 3 minus x plus 2. And the period stays the same, which is 2 pi, but the amplitude is different. So the amplitude is, there is none. Because whenever you have asymptotes in a problem, you cannot have an amplitude. So we covered in this class, but the only problems that can have asymptotes are cosine and sine. Cosecant, secant, cotangent, and tangent do not have amplitudes. You don't write 0, you write none, because Mr. Rogers said so. And then you write your phase shift, which I abbreviate as PS, which is H. Again, your anchor, which is pi over 3. And there you go. You're done. That's it.